Yo, welcome to another episode of What's in Your iPad. Welcome to the show. I'm your man, Cypha Omni, and I'm sitting here with Chick on the beat. And as you know, Beatmakeristhesquad, Cheez Da Producer. How's everybody doing today?
What up?
Yeah. See, like everybody been working on some stuff. Everybody been cooking up on some stuff. You got a new video out right now, right, Cheez?
Yeah. It's talking about GarageBand and using free apps. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
people sleep on them.
Man, I know that's right. Because I know a couple of the apps that you was talking about in there. What was a couple of the apps that you used in there?
I use the Spectrum
Primer,
Sense bundle and Primer. Primer Sense is dope. Primer,
yeah.
I wish I'd had Primer like a long time ago. I probably wouldn't have bought like a lot of other scents, to be honest.
Oh, word? Yeah.
Wait, what's it called?
Primer Sense. Primer.
Yeah, and I started messing with
free.
I started messing with it yesterday, and I was like, ooh.
I don't know if I have it. I have so many. I can't even keep up.
Yeah, it's dope. I haven't messed with it a whole lot, but I started fooling around with it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's free.
I haven't. I just probably didn't mess with it yet. But it was free. It must be there.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Chick? What's been new with you?
On the beat, you kill me every time.
Chick on the beat. Get it right.
Chilling, working. That's about it. What's going on with you?
You've been doing these unboxing videos and letting people know how certain products is.
Yeah, I'm in my video bag lately.
Lack of.
Yes, I'm in my video bag lately, enjoying it.
Yeah. You got a dope clip up on your IG right now too.
What's that? When
you use the green screen in the background and you have the iPad, you was working. Yeah, that's fire right there.
Thank you. I just dropped a little, the beat ain't. I just did a quick thing just to. Ain't nothing but.
Just to let cats know a little something.
Yeah, just a little 1 chop, 2 chop melody, a kick and a snare, and a bunch of hi-hats. That's it. But because you know me, I like to go in on my beats and put mad shit. That was just like a simple little.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've been recording on them hoes. That's why. Working on that album. That's what's been up with me. Working on that album. Got the beat tape done. We'll be putting that out soon.
Can't wait to that drop.
Cyphadelic beat tape. Cyphadelic. So
dope name.
Looking forward to that. Appreciate
it. Very, very psychedelic.
Yeah, looking forward to doing that and the album and just working on my own craft just like everybody else that's in this iOS production game out here. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a date for that? When is that dropping?
I'm not sure yet. I wanted to get with you on that. I'm thinking probably maybe September. Because it's kind of got that fall vibe to it. It's kind of got that, that hoodie weather vibe to it a little bit to me. So
yeah, I can feel that.
Subject to change.
Okay.
So I know today we're gonna talk about Finaltouch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Cheez, have you messed with Finaltouch a whole lot?
Yeah. I love Finaltouch.
Finaltouch. What's you guys' take on it? What's our first takes on it?
Amazing. My first take.
Amazing.
If that's like the one app I could say that really, really takes me away fully from the computer, it would be Finaltouch, because I find myself making beats and having to put them on the PC to clean it up, mix it, master it. Well, not mix it. I mix it in Beatmaker 3, so stop fronting. But to master it, I could do it in Finaltouch. I've done it. An album in Finaltouch, and that shit is amazing. So I love that app.
Yeah, I was messing with Finaltouch when I was doing a podcast like not too long ago, and we was like babies to the podcast game. So we was basically using the camera mic for the audio, and then we had little Zoom mic, and literally I was just taking the files, just throwing it in Finaltouch to get the low pass, the high pass, to get that, the little rumble that might be in the house and stuff like that out of it, and to bring all the voices up. The joint is perfect. It bring everything right up to the volume you need it, take everything down. Everything you need is in there. Just like you said, just for mastering stuff. So I love that joint. I love it. It's crazy.
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
Yeah, I feel the same way, because I use the app for pretty much everything too, even with my other podcast and some of the production I work on and all that. It adds such a nice touch, and even some of the presets in there is pretty dope. You know, as
Yeah,
far as
it has good presets.
yeah, it has some pretty good presets in there that you can still go back in and, you know, just kind of touch it up how you want it and where you want it, as far as, you know, where your sub levels are, where your treble levels are, bass levels are. And I mean, it's just, I mean, for it to be, it's a free app, right? It's still free. Is it still free?
It was free?
Nah, I think it was
I
like
paid.
it was like $1.99 or $2.99 when I got it.
Oh,
Yeah, see, because I can't remember, because we got it a while back. We've had it for a minute.
It was
I ain't paid no $1.99. I paid like, I think I paid like 20 for it or something like that.
Word?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I think I
Yeah,
might
because
have.
me
I
and
definitely
Cypha,
paid full price.
me and Cypha got it when it came out, so it was
Okay.
literally like $2.99.
It was cheap.
I remember because I was like, "Yo, this app looks crazy. I'm gonna get it."
Mhm.
And we both got it at the same time, and I was like, "Wow, I can't believe the price. Like, this is crazy."
Yeah.
It was that cheap.
But you
But
kind of called it out too, you know, when we got on that app.
yeah,
You
I said,
said,
"This is
yeah,
gonna
we
go
might as well
up."
jump on this now
Yes.
because
Yeah, it's
catch
$19.99.
on. Yeah.
Wow.
$19.99 now? Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna go up, like, cause that app is amazing. Like, I can't even believe like the things
But it's
you
worth
can
it
do
though.
on that. Yeah, it's still worth
It's
it.
worth
It'd be worth it at 50.
I agree.
Honestly,
Mhm.
it would be worth it at 50. But and my favorite feature is that AAC feature where you can put your song into that and see how it's gonna sound on iTunes. That's what that feature's
Mm.
for, and I love that because so many times you can have a song mixed and mastered and it sounds great to you, but when you upload it to iTunes, they change your shit around, like, and that AAC will let you know how it's gonna sound in there. So I love that feature. That's my
I
favorite.
didn't even know about that. You could bounce it out as an AAC as well?
Yes.
Or,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Once you save it like
yeah,
that,
duh.
yeah, it'll be like that. So
Yeah.
or whatever
possibly
you know,
they
you
good.
adjust it to that and then save it, bounce it out. But yeah, that's my favorite feature. But it has great, like you said, great presets. I don't want to sit here and say like that shit is giving competition to like the high apps that are up there. I mean the programs, but it is like that app is really amazing. If you don't have Final Touch, you need to get Final Touch. Like that will clean your shit up. And like Cypha said, with the volumes and just it's crazy. The dynamics on it. It's a 4-band compressor. Like it just has some amazing shit on there.
The only thing I don't like about it is the same thing that I actually do like about it is that it doesn't run as an audio unit. So it means that you gotta bounce your sound, you gotta bounce your song out in order to use it. But like for me, that still works for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it forces you to commit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you had it run as an audio unit, you could go back, you can change things, do all the stuff with it running. But like I just like that because kind of forces you to commit. Like you get that sound, and then like you and if it don't work, then you got to go back and just rework everything. So
Yeah, that is a pain in the ass too. Like that you do. Yeah, if you change something up and but
it does take some of the laziness out of you. You know what I mean? It does take some of that out of you. That's one thing I don't like about it either. Sometimes it's like, oh man, I forgot to fix this part, so I got to go all the way back into the app and into that particular sound or whatever I'm working on. But I mean, even the way it is right now, $19.99 is definitely worth having in your arsenal if you got a little coin to put aside for that. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely worth having compared to some of the higher end apps that you probably can't afford right now. But this app is definitely worth having if you're serious about, if whether you're podcasting or you're doing, mini series or short stories or music. I mean, this app is perfect for whatever you're looking for as far as putting a mix and master on your Final Touch, using the Final Touch, hence the name, put a final touch on what you're working on. So I think it's a great app to have if you're able to afford it.
Right. And it comes with the pre-EQ, the reverb, dynamics, what else? The stereo image, the post EQ.
Yeah, you got the maximizer.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely go do a lot of living in the maximizer when you have
can convert in it. Like you
right.
can, change your shit and convert it.
Right.
If you're not using whatever audio share, whatever to convert. You could just convert, save as, and convert it in there. Like, so
yeah, the way everything links up too, because if you want to do a preview of it, do is hit that yellow icon on the app.
Yeah,
In each one of them that you're working in, and you can hear the difference between the quality of what you're working on. I love that feature.
Yeah,
love that feature about it too. Yeah, you can also. I like the fact that you can save it, however way you want it, whether you want to save it as a wave or MP3. Like you have different options as far as that as well too, depending on what you're doing.
Right, and to use the AAC, it has to be 24-bit. So you can save it as that in there, and then just bring it back in 24-bit once you convert it and check. I think that feature alone is worth it.
Yeah, just having that.
Just being able to have that. Because like I said, once you have your mix, it's always going to sound different from when you upload it. So yeah, that feature alone is worth it to me.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's perfect for people in our situation. You know what I mean? Like you on a budget and you trying to put music out. You can't hit a big studio or nothing like that. If you got a little bit of knowledge of how these things work, you can create your own sound and not have to come out of pocket for a ton of money. You have money to put towards your promotion as opposed to just putting all the money towards the creation. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I like it. You hit on something that I agree with too, as far as you don't have to be. I mean, just a little bit of knowledge is all you need. You don't have to be an expert, right away just to use this app. You don't have to be. Because I know I was.
when I first had it, I didn't like it when I first got it because I didn't know what I was doing with it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I kind of got forced to use it, and I was like, and then I see what's going on with the multi-band compressor. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's how this works? And I'm like, oh no, I'm using this on everything from now on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Everything.
Yeah. You guys use it to edit audio for some of your videos too?
I haven't used it in a while, for the audio for the videos. Honestly, I just been doing voiceovers, so I just put that through a compressor and a little bit of EQ, and usually as long as it's a nice good volume, I just leave it at that.
You better than me because I'm lazy. That shit gets recorded and uploaded.
Well, no, see, I'm saying the compressor is on my computer. You know what I mean? I plug the mic in. I got a template file called voiceover template. Right, there we go. Boom.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this.
What I should do.
Yeah, that's what I like about this app too. Is you could actually set up your own presets and save them in the app too.
Yeah. And I was going to say, there's so many presets. If you didn't know what you were doing, those presets will help you. There's crazy presets on there for all type of things.
I'm gonna have to dig into the presets. I'm usually anti-preset. I usually like to go in with it, just default mode and just try to mess everything up and then just figure out how I mess it up and then come back in. But I'm gonna mess with the presets since y'all recommend them so highly.
Yeah, I do something similar, nowadays. Now, when I first started using the app and wasn't really sure how to navigate through it and what I was, trying to do, messing with some of those presets is when it started clicking for me, oh, okay. So I could go in there and do this, and then I can go back over here and do that. So, especially when you're first starting out, like I said, if you're not an expert going into it, which you don't have to be, using those presets is what's going to give you more of an idea of what it is you're using this app for,
That's
what you work on. Until you get enough experience using the app, then you can go in kind of like how you just talked about and how I kind of do it. I just go in bare, dry, and just work it from there.
I'll put a preset on, but I end up changing it around anyway. I'm not going to just stick with the preset.
Right.
How are they sounding though?
But I mean, you could hear totally different.
Oh yeah.
It just depends on what you're working on. Like I said, as far as if you're doing a podcast or a song or just in general, all the different presets and each one of those channels, that definitely you can hear the total difference between each one of them. So it just depends on what you're going for and what you're trying to mix on, what kind of end result you're looking for.
Right. That's I go straight to the if I want a little punch to my shit, I'll go right to the hip hop boost preset. That's the only one I'm familiar with. And I'll put it on, but then I'll adjust from there as well.
Yeah.
Because that shit gives you a lot of low, and I like my shit low. I find I'm always too in the highs on my beats a lot of times. So to give it that low end, I'll put that on and then just adjust it as well.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of what I recommend, especially if you're kind of new to using the app. You know, just mess around with the presets to get a general idea, you know, as far as, you know, how to navigate through the app and how you're going to use it. And then from there, you know, you don't have to just stick with the preset, like you said, too. You could just start with the preset and then just manipulate it from that point on, you know, where you need it to be as far as, you know, where you're peaking at or where you need to bring down certain sounds or whatever it is, you know, take some of the bass out or sub out, or it just depends, like I said, on what you're working on. So I know it works great for podcasting, you know, definitely for podcasting.
Oh, that's what you've been using?
I use it for my other podcast too, definitely for my other podcast.
Okay.
So that's why I try to run it in there. You know, there's certain, you know, especially when you're in a conversation with somebody and you have certain parts where it might clip or people laughing and it gets a little louder. Like it's perfect to go in there and just, you know, cut some of that, you know, cut that out of there.
Yeah,
that way it's not peeking to somebody's head or in their car. It's just mad crazy and the levels is bouncing back and forth, you know.
That actually reminds me too. I hate to say this because I hate when people do this, because music should be an ear thing, not a visual thing. But the visuals are dope on it, where you can see exactly everything on there. That shit is crazy. Like when you're peaking, that shit's amazing too in that app.
Yeah, I like
everywhere.
When it shows you when you're peaking at like it shows you peaking at like certain frequencies. Sometimes you think it's like a volume thing, but it's not really. It's an EQ thing. You know what I mean? Like it could be like somewhere like right in that middle of the whole like with spectrum or whatever, and you like, yo, I done turned it down, but it's still clipping, you know. And I like how it shows you how, like, you know, it like with the multi-band joint, like you said, the visual joint, like that's what sold me. Right. You know what I mean? Like just seeing the visual of the multi-band compressor like pull just that one frequency down every time it went up, and I was at that point I was like, okay, yeah, I'll mess with this hard body. You know,
it's almost like comparable to Fab Filter, the Q3. Like I don't want to shit on them because I love their little bundle, but you pretty much got the same thing in there, like damn near. And yo, the reverb is sick in there.
Yeah.
I haven't messed with the reverb.
Yeah, reverb is pretty dope.
You can play around with it and make it to what you want it. Like compared to all these other apps, if you had Final Touch, you really don't need them all. Like, because I have a million reverbs and shit.
It was a reverb that just dropped this week, and I was like, I thought about getting it.
You too?
And I was like, I'm like, yo, I got so many reverbs. I was like, I'm good. I'm like, yo, I'll even put a speaker in my bathroom if I want a different reverb or something like that. You know what I mean?
So I did the same thing. I was like, nah. And I'm a person that downloads every app. I was like, nope, I have enough. I'm not doing this. I have reverb shit I never opened yet. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, like I said, it's just, you know, whatever you're working on, you know, definitely incorporate it into your arsenal. You know, definitely. Like I mean, I recommend it. You know, they recommend it. Definitely have it in your arsenal, especially for $19. I mean, for $19. I mean, you get a whole lot out of it.
Yeah, even like sound design. Oh man, cleaning your shit up, getting it right in there. Like that's the app to go with. Yeah,
this guy's multi-purpose too. Podcasts, music, etc. You know what I mean? Like you use it for whatever.
That's definitely. I think I did put that in one of my favorite apps, right? My top 5. I think.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
It's in my go-to folder in my iPads. Like that's definitely in there.
Yeah.
There's an update drop into something I want to bring up, and I can't remember what.
FM player?
That too, which looks crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. The AUV3 on that.
Right. And the that KB1 I was telling you guys about with the multi keys, that update, it's insane. And I'm dropping a video on that probably Monday. It's insane the shit you could do now. They add so much things to it. Yeah. I'm gonna drop a full video.
I'll be having to write these down. I hate that they took the used to be able to have the used to be able to like bookmark apps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just want you to buy them now. Like, nah, ain't no wish list, fam. Buy it.
Yeah. I'm mad they took that away too. So what I do now is I share it to my notes. so that I have a
Yeah,
note.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Or I'll text it to myself or something. Because that I used to use that a lot. Like, all right, I need this. I'm gonna check this out first and look at the reviews because I'm a review person. I like to read all them shits. If I see a lot of crashing and shit, I'll wait. Another thing about Final Touch, I have never crashed. I don't know about you guys, but that's one solid app. I've never crashed
either, using it, never. Yeah.
And I've had that thing up for hours open, like and I've never crashed. So that's a plus. What has been crashing? Someone hit me. What was it?
I'm not gonna say names.
I will. Text real quick, Cheez. Nah. I'll say it for you. No, but somebody just hit me and was like, "Yo, I don't know what's up with this app." Damn, I can't remember it. It's one of my tops too. Nah, it wasn't Beatmaker 3.
Yeah, that's the one that always crashed with me.
Yeah, I know you were saying.
I know we talked about that too. Yeah.
That would break my heart. Like
how you think I feel?
Yeah.
I mean, I have my moments. Like I said, I crash with that when I tend to open up effects and shit and load something. I might crash, but that would break my heart because I use that app every day, like 5 times a day. So please don't.
Oh, that kind of reminds me of something too with Final Touch that I forgot about too. You can't use Bluetooth with it. So if you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, link Bluetooth and listen to it through Bluetooth, I don't know why you would. If you're working on something, you want to use an aux cord anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Or use your mixer or whatever you're using as far as your monitors and stuff like that. But there is no Bluetooth feature for it. So.
Word, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So.
Because on the new iPads that don't have the aux port, I tend to use my shit. I don't like Bluetooth, period. I just hate it. And I always have my wire in. But on new shit, it doesn't have the port. And sometimes I don't want to put that hub in, that big ass hub. And so I just Bluetooth it to the new iPad. And I haven't really worked on the new iPad yet. I'm just like using that. Honestly, I've only used it for LumaFusion. Like I haven't done any music on it yet because I have everything on my old iPad.
Right.
But that's good to know because sometimes I plan on using it, obviously, and sometimes I'll just throw the Bluetooth on the new iPad. So if that don't work, that's crazy.
I'm gonna say a little something about Bluetooth when you're making beats. It ain't gonna happen, like because of the latency. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that, and I had a pair of Bluetooth headphones that came with my iPad, and so I'm on the phone. I'm on the train trying to make a beat and Gadget or whatever. And I notice I'm hitting the screen and I'm hearing it like 2 seconds later.
And
I'm just like, I gave them headphones to my niece. I was like, here, you want some headphones? Take these. Like I don't even. She's like, I have them for free. I'm like, yes, just take them. I don't want them. Like, I ain't got no use for them. You know, like. So.
It would just be convenient. The only reason why I brought up the Bluetooth feature too is like, with some vehicles there's no aux port. To plug in, to your vehicle if you want to do a car test or something like that. So so you have to rely on connected to your Bluetooth and listening to it that way. But without the feature and Final Touch, you know what I'm saying? It could be kind of a pain in the ass if you're trying to do a car test that doesn't have an aux cord in it or a Bluetooth setup in there, and so
this wireless society is crazy, man.
It's changing.
And of course, we all know rule of thumb is you get your best quality through using the aux anyway. But if you don't have access to an aux and you want to try to car test or something, that might be a little bit of an issue. But
that reminds me,
run it off as an MP3 and whatnot, or however way you want to save it at that point, and then go back and listen to it through something else. But but as far as in app, you're not able to do it. So
that reminds me of the time the Beatmaker was acting up with us in the Bluetooth keyboards and shit. And I figured out that little hack, and that shit started working.
Yeah, with the iRig when I was using the iRig in the beginning.
Yeah, but it was even doing it for me on some of my shit, and I started changing the latencies, and it. For some reason, after the last update they did, I don't even know how many updates they did. It fucked it up. And every time we would try to hook something up, it just wasn't working. So I just went into settings, and you would have to change your latency to the lowest, and then go back, and then everything picks up for some reason. And my shit still does that. I don't know about you, Saif.
I haven't noticed it. You know, I haven't really noticed it.
Well,
so.
you already mapped your shit out to your
usually
iRig, so you're good. But if you don't, because I used to be able to plug shit in, even my MPC Studio, like I would plug in, I map it once, then I'm good. But ever since they did that update a long time ago, it's like I have to do it every time.
Yeah.
Well, you talking about Beatmaker 3, right?
Yeah.
You know, you could save the mappings.
I know, I have
on one of those pages.
Yeah, I've saved it, but ever since they did that update, it wouldn't load anymore. So what I had to do was that little trick, change the latency, and then it would load it up magically. So I don't know. It's just it's a weird bug. It's just a weird bug in it. But other than that, I think that wraps up this episode, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final touch. Definitely get it if you can afford it.
Definitely.
You know, save you $5 a week, something like that. You know what I mean? And then just go ahead and cop that, because you're definitely going to want that in your arsenal. You definitely want that. It's definitely a great contributing app to whatever you're working on. So
definitely. And make sure you hit up WeSampleEverything.com. We got beats, sample packs, tutorials. Hit Chick on the Beat on Instagram, Cypha Omni on Instagram, Beatmakeristhesquad on Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. Hit us up. And we out. Peace.
Peace.
Later.